Hi, this is Andy Risk, and this is my self-disclosure speech, and this is my audience. So, how many people would say they knew exactly who they were and who they wanted to be by the time they got to college? Probably not too many. So, in my experience, at age 22, the past few years of my college career have been trying to pin down exactly who I am and who I wanted to be. So, my likes and my dislikes, and my flaws and my strengths. And though I'm far from being done, I can say that I've made a lot of progress in the past few years, and I'd like to share with you the little bits that I know today. So, I grew up in the DFW area my whole life, and my parents split at a young age, so I moved around quite a bit in early childhood, but the moves were never far, and I only changed school districts once or twice. After graduating Grapevine High School, which is the same area I live today, I moved to Waco to attend Baylor University, and today I'm a rising senior at Baylor, where I study journalism and corporate communications. This December, I'll graduate a semester early from Baylor and will officially complete my schooling career. So it's kind of a strange thought to me because I've been in school my whole life, but I know I'll miss it, but I'm excited for the future. Today, I'd like to share with you 4 objects that have contributed to my identity and my story as I move from childhood to a near college graduate. So my first object that I chose is my camera, and this represents my love for photography and art and also travel. I often took pictures of my friends and family in my free time growing up, and when I got my camera in high school, it was really a time for me to be able to experiment with that and grow in that field. Every time I travel to a new place, I love being able to take pictures and photograph each new setting and little nook and cranny in a new light and make that its own form of art. This brings me to my second object, which is something that people do not always know about me, and these are my hiking boots. I have a history of being very unathletic, and so I think people tend to think that I'm not outdoorsy at all, but it's actually not true. I love being outside, going camping and hiking, and being able to explore new places. I recently got back from a 3-week-long camping trip where I got to explore a bunch of different national parks. That was just one of my favorite things I've done and was such an adventure. And so this brings me to my third object, which is something that other people tend to see about me that's not actually true. And so I chose my planner because I think people tend to see me as more organized or planned than I actually am. Though I do keep myself busy, there's hardly ever much structure to what I'm doing, and I'm very laid back. So I guess this tends to make me overcommit and confuse my obligations, but I always work it out, just not in the most organized manner. So I think that's something that my friends and family give me more credit for than I actually deserve. And then my fourth and final object is my journal. This is something that my friends and family chose to represent me because I've always loved to write, and that's always been a form of self-expression to me, and I've been able to do a bunch of that through journalism at Baylor. And words of affirmation are very important for me, and I love to receive and give them. So my journal is definitely a key point in that, and something that I think people have seen about me that have known me for a long time. So now that you know a little bit more about me and the person I am today, I'm very excited to get to know more about you all. I'm a very curious person with a lot of interests like photography and camping and writing, and I'm still finding out new ones every day. So thank you for listening, and I can't wait to get to know you a little bit better.